Hey guys, welcome back to News for the Sonics, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And welcome back to Marvel Spider-Man 2 Photo Mode Submission number 12. We're going to get started in just a sec, but before I do that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything. Join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below, along with the links to my social media, which you can also find in the description box below. Now, a few people from my last previous, photo mode submission videos that I made have asked me and have kept asking me, where can I submit photos? That tells me that some of you are not actually watching my videos. So again, I always state it in the beginning of the videos. You can actually join my Discord and also follow me on my social media. Also, if you want to submit your Spidey photos, you can submit them in my Discord. We actually have a dedicated channel to that, which you can see right here. I know it's a little small on your end, but it's right here. It's called Spider-Man Photo Mode. When you go in that channel, you can go ahead and compete with a bunch of other people who are submitting their photos on a daily and just share your skills, show them off. And if you don't want to do that and join Discord, then do it on social media. You can actually tweet at me using the hashtag SpideyPhotos, or you can actually message me on Twitter and on Instagram as well. So now that I have all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to it. And now, before I get to the rest of the people, I just want to show you mine real quick. I actually submitted these recently. I thought they looked really cool. I did really work really hard to try to get like the perfect angles and the lighting on this one, but I think they look really great. In my opinion, at least. This is actually one of my favorites because the way the water's hitting like the costume really gives it texture and really shows like how like it looks realistic. It looks pretty darn good, honestly, and the wrinkles in the costume and everything, it looks super nice and accurate. I thought like, hey, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to have an opportunity like this, at least not for a while, not until New Game Plus mode comes out, because they haven't added like the ability to change the weather or also do time of day change. So I'm scrolling up a little bit because I'm gonna go from like a certain angle and then work my way down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and you know how the drill is. I'm gonna pick my favorite photos and tell you what I think about them, and don't feel too bad if I don't pick yours or I don't acknowledge yours. Don't worry, I'm always on here every day looking at the photos whenever I can, and I like to compete with you guys. So let's start with Jawa. This one looks really good. Obviously, Jawa knows exactly what he's doing, and I know what he's referencing, because this is in reference to Spider-Man 3. This is in fact like an actual promotional ad when Spider-Man 3 was coming out. I remember this. Also, what I do remember is how jarring Spider-Man looked compared to like the previous games. And I'm talking about like the contortions and like the limbs. It looked off. I feel like every time Peter Parker, or in this case Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker, got dressed into his costume, it felt like somebody else was in that costume. And especially around like the chin / jawline, something didn't look right. The neck was too long, the body proportions didn't look right, the limbs, especially in the hands and wrists, looked pretty long, and the feet looked really weird. But I'm sorry, I'm going off on a little I guess you could say not a tangent, but like off topic, which is the same thing really. But this one looks incredibly more accurate, and this is what actually the previous game should have looked like. At least Spider-Man should have looked like in that game. This is a phenomenal shot, and I love how rich the black on this costume looks, and the lighting is really great. Although not a lot of like external lighting is used, I think it's just midday, but it looks fantastic nonetheless. I love the details in the metals and the scratches there in the metal of the pole. Looks awesome. Great job, Jawa. Ooh, here we go. Talk about wallpaper material for like your phone, like whatever you have, Android, iOS, whatever. This makes a phenomenal wallpaper. The eyes glowing, it's the right amount of glow. And the honeycomb pattern on the mask, no matter what it's made out of, honeycomb pattern seems to be the most popular pattern there is for costumes like this. And this is the Iron Spider suit, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I love that little detail. Great job. This is from Legion of Elgor. And he says, here's a funny one. I'm gonna close my eyes, just take a shot. Doesn't matter the pose or where he is, you just take the pic and do whatever you can with it. So I took it. Spidey was in the awkward pose with people in the background and no good looking backdrop for photos. So I just focused on the good parts. Well, most of his face was clear and there was a brick wall in the background, which makes for a nice pattern. So I started with this and that. This is how it came out. Interesting. All right, I'll give that a fire. I'll give this a fire as well. Let's see what else we can come up with. Magnipil submitted some shots, but unfortunately I can't really get a good look at any of the characters in those photos. All right, Skate. Look at this. That looks cool. Anything in the rain looks cool. Doesn't matter who's the subject or who's in the photo. Spider-Man about to do one of the finishers on the Behemoth symbiote. Even though it doesn't really knock him out for good 100%, you just get to do a finisher on him. It doesn't really finish him completely. But still, it looks cool though. Especially Spider-Man in the rain. Especially when he's wearing the black suit. Because it looks really sleek and awesome. I just love the classic black suit. It's so simple, right? But great job, Skate, nonetheless. Fire. Give that a fire as well because that looks really good as well. And of course, just give this a fire. Now, if you had shown me this photo, let's say a few years back, I would be convinced that somebody in a costume right now because of how good it looks. Because it looks like somebody's actually in a costume, which the photo looks like it's been heavily altered. And in terms of like lighting and color correction and everything like that, it kind of does look like somebody is actually wearing that right now and took that picture. That's how good it looks. I like it. Even this looks good. This is also still from the same person. It's like somebody caught Spider-Man. He's like, huh. And right in the middle of the rain. God, rain makes anything look so good. I love it. Oh man, yeah. You know I'm giving a fire, right? I'm giving all these, and this is still the same person. All right. So who's this from? Let's see. He just joined recently. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of info on him. I can't see his full name. All right, so this is some Iron Spider shots right here that he took. Looks phenomenal. I like this one. That one looks good. But out of the three that he submitted, if I had to pick my favorite one, I'd pick this one because he's getting ready to do an attack and he looks like he's in battle mode already. That's how badass it looks. And Insomniac went as far as to add like the gold coloring and the details from like, I guess you could say the comics into the arms whenever you're wearing the Iron Spider suit. That's a detail that I can definitely appreciate and love. This looks sick and looks like he had some battle damage already on his costume. It looks like he's taken some damage already. I'd say he's around mid health. That's why he looks all scratched up, and especially like in the mask, like the metals are scratched up. It looks amazing. I love it. Great job, man. All right, here's another interesting shot. This is from Canon Event Lover. Oh, this one's awesome. Did I give the other ones? No, there you go. I gave it a fire. This one's sick. Very heavy use of red and orange. The guy loves warm colors. It actually looks like a painting, kind of. And I'm not sure which costume he's wearing. It looks like he's wearing the Advanced 2.0 suit, if I'm not mistaken. Just there's Spider-Man just gliding above the New York skyline. Looks amazing. I love it. It's so simple but effective because it's just so warm. And then the other one, he claims it to be just a basic photo, which, yeah, it is a basic photo. I don't know what's going on with this deadpan face over here of this lady pointing like that. At least this one doesn't look as bad. I can't take the deadpan faces seriously in video games anymore. Like, you know how far we are in the future. It's 2024. How come no game developing studio has ever fixed that? I know it's probably time consuming to be working on every individual, but give at least NPCs the opportunity to have someone do mocap for them, you know, actual facial capture and everything like that. Because a lot of the times when you come across an NPC, their delivery seems so deadpan. Like it like there's no emotion on it, you know, on their faces. So yeah, I don't care how long if it takes even longer, good. It just goes to show how much work ethic they're willing to put into the games, you know. All right, let's see what else we can find here. All right, here we have another good shot. This is from a user named D. Looks like he's been a member since 2022. Well, thank you, D, for being an amazing member. Let's see what shots we have here. That's a good one right here. That is a good one. I like this detail. It's simple. Black suited symbiote Spider-Man. Like, the symbiote Spider-Man ripping out a person off of the symbiote is interesting to me. Because, like, you would think, like, at this point where the suit has, like, been more mutated and it's taken over Peter almost completely, it's like, does he really want to do this? I like this one a lot. I like the aperture use in the background, and I like the details here especially. But you know what? Sometimes less is better and less is more, actually. Because if I had to pick my favorite one, I'd say it's probably this one. Only because the aperture work is great. The amount of light coming through naturally looks fantastic. The details in like the car, the metals and the glass and everything looks pretty realistic. And I love how Spider-Man's just there, kneeling down, kind of, you know? And you can see his actual reflection on the rear window of the car. I like this one a lot. This one might be my favorite one. I'm still gonna give it a fire. Oh, I took it away. Now I put it back on. I mean, this one looks amazing too. Did you take this from your phone? Like, did you screen cap it? You know, you can actually save these photos directly if you have like the PlayStation app, right? Just saying. I'm not sure. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe those black borders are from the actual photo mode to give it that widescreen effect. But this guy's got some talent. He definitely has potential. Like, the photos look amazing. Oh, here's one that's pretty new. This is from HS Edit for Fun, and he's been a member since, well, last month. He's pretty new. Now, you know, honestly, I did see this photo earlier today, and when I saw it earlier today, I saw it on my phone. If I had taken a little bit more time, then I would have never thought it was concept art, because it kind of does look like concept art, but I'm kind of torn between whether to believe it's real or not. I don't think this really counts, but it's still a fire shot nonetheless, so I give it a fire. But if I'm not sure about this, he did submit some more, so here's a good one right here that I really love. The anti-venom suit looks awesome in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I think it looks fantastic. Like, the white, it looks great, the texture. And even though the suit doesn't completely take over Peter's mind whatsoever, it still looks very much alive, like when he was wearing the black suit. But I like this one a lot. And now he's like in the middle of an attack right here, getting ready to burst out the tendrils and hit everybody in his surroundings, which looks epic. That is a phenomenal shot. You even got a great shot of Venom right here, just roaring with like that nasty tongue and saliva and teeth, and there's the chopper. This is where you get ready to fight Venom right here. All right, took that away by accident. And here's a really good shot as well. The advanced suit with black really slaps. Love it. Awesome job, man. Now, I've seen this photo before. I think I saw it I've seen that before. I know exactly what you're trying to replicate there. And I think for the last one, this is from double plus, makes for a great wallpaper for your phone. Just Spider-Man blocking using like Wakanda style, I guess you can say. But yeah, it's Spider-Man blocking. It looks pretty cool. Just a normal block. But yeah, it looks awesome. It's in the middle of the rain. You can see all the individual droplets hitting him, especially the ones hitting his head. You can see like mid splash. It's a great amount of detail, and I think it looks fantastic. Amazing job, everybody. Thank you so much for submitting your shots. And that's it for tonight. I'm sorry I uploaded it late, but that's all the time I got. But you guys did a phenomenal job with the photos, and I can't wait to see more from you guys next week when I upload the next episode of Marvel Spider-Man 2 Photo Mode Submissions. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the bell notifications so you don't miss anything. And as always, I'll see you all in the next comic panel.